Exactly. And by the way, those 4 miscarriages in the toughest time of our life was also, okay, when it happened, I remember one time she had a miscarriage in a meeting with someone. She went, it's a painful story. She went to the bathroom, had the miscarriage, came back and took 6 more meetings.
Come on.
She just knew. She's like, I have to take care of my family. And she came home that night and she told me about it. And I was like, Jess, I'm like, why did you take the rest of the day off? She said, I knew I couldn't. We had to pay our bills.
How did that make you feel as the man in the relationship if you weren't bringing in the financial stability or abundance to create peace and harmony for your, female partner?
No one's ever asked me this question, and you really just touched upon something that was one of my biggest pain points and insecurities, because I was teaching spirituality in the world, not getting paid for it, for a nonprofit. But that was how I was bringing my light to the world and my masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
However, I wasn't making any money. And when I saw that, that was the day. I remember after that miscarriage, I went to her. I said, I'm leaving what I'm doing.
Wow.
And I'm going to go get a job. And I'm going to find a way to make more money to support our situation. She looked at me and she said, you are destined in this world to do what you're doing. I do not want you to leave what you're doing. You will have to stay. And we will figure out another way to make money. Because she believed in me and she trusted the way I bring light to the world, weeks later, we came up with the idea for Married with Her.
Holy cow.
And I tell this to people and their partners, never put down the way your partner brings light to the world.
Shines.
When they shine, don't. And she didn't shine. She could have easily said, yeah, go get a job. And she said, no, we'll figure it out.
That's inspiring. I mean, in some ways, it sounds like, some people may not like this, but it sounds like there's something still lacking in you to be the ultimate provider for your family.
Yeah.
Right? Even though you were providing spiritually for so many people and for the family, but you weren't providing financially.
Correct.
And what was probably something you felt you were supposed to do.
That's why Married with Organics was built between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. every night for the first 2-3 years.
Wow.
She would go to sleep at 10 to be up for her clients. I would stay up from 10 to 2. I slept on the floor in the living room for the first 2 years because I didn't want to disturb her. And I was Googling how to do Amazon and manufacturing, design, marketing. And I learned in those 4 hours. And